Hello, it's noon on February 6th, 2023. We had a good weekend. As you can see, we started on the floor project, which is just going to give us a lot of storage area for potted plants. Just going to give you a little update. If you look at the sump pump, we kind of cut out some concrete so it would flow in there, but I still have some puddling. So I'm gonna deal with that. And then I'm kind of straddling these boards right now. I wasn't in a hurry to get this bottom deck closed in. I just want to make sure everything is structurally sound and the water's flowing out good. But we're able to put this flooring in without hardly anything touching the ground. You can see on the steps here, we've got little blocks holding it up. I've got purple primer on my fingers. Anyway, every step has got these blocks holding it up, and it's super, super strong. I'm not convinced yet that I've got enough structure down on this bottom one. I'll probably end up running a beam down the middle. This is 12 foot deep, and we ended up putting joist hangers on here, so technically that supports it, so it's more like a 10-foot span instead of a 12-foot span. Anyway, I probably should have used something deeper than 2x6s. Like I said, I'll end up with a solid beam across there with supports going to the ground, and that should stabilize it. Because this, I mean, as the trees get bigger, this is where the trees are going to have to go because of the ceiling height here. And we're probably down to 15 feet clearance to the top at this point, but that's still a lot. Anyway, just show you the steps here. It's pretty cool. Let me go to the other side. I mean, this is about 17 feet wide, so you can imagine just the sheer number of plants I could have along here. I also got this ready for water. That's, you know, right now the water is coming through the skimmer box. This was the pool vacuum, so it was an 1.5 inch female threaded pipe there. So I was able to screw a pipe in there and put me 2 water connectors. You know, I figured one would go to the shallow end, one would go to the deep end. And I don't even know, I left this long because technically I could go up and run it along. I mean, actually I can run along there and put drip everywhere if I need to. Anyway, just getting it pre-staged for that. As far as the plants, well, you can see it's noontime. The bottom is getting full sun. The top is not quite full sun yet. But the strawberries, you can see blooms on the strawberries. So hopefully we'll get some fruit off of that. The broccoli and cauliflower, I mean, it's doing good. I'm not sure if I've got enough soil underneath to support that kind of plant. I mean, these planters were made out of 1x8, so I've probably got 7 inches deep by 7 inches wide. Anyway, I'm not sure if it's enough for that kind of plant. That really should go into a 5 gallon. That's actually like a 2.5 gallon. I've got one right there. The onions are lipping along. Like I said, these were pretty dried out. I mean, I wasn't even going to plant them, but since I had them, I just stuck them in the dirt. Turnips actually came up. I don't know if we can see them in there, little seedlings. Anyway, turnips came up. They were planted January 29th, so that's, I guess, a week. And what surprises me is that the radishes haven't. I would have just thought the radishes would sprout quicker than turnips, but they could have been old seeds. Then there's my little lettuce patch. And then there's all my food forest starts. As far as these other plants, nothing has sprouted except this one, and I don't even know what they were. It's the only one that doesn't have a label on it. Hopefully I can figure it out later on what they are. The kiwi's leafing out. No sign from the pomegranates or the gooseberries. It's very windy today. Anyway, we pulled the citrus trees out so we could build the deck. I was debating on getting them in today. Oh, by the way, it's 77 degrees in here right now, and the fan has been kicking on. The fan's set to come on at 85 degrees, and the center is about right there, so it's definitely hotter over there. Anyway, the outside air is 68 degrees, so we got roughly 10-degree increase in here today, and that's with the door wide open. It's very, very windy right now. But you can see where the see how the wind's going to treat me here, but I'm going to look at the citrus trees. All the citrus trees are out here, and since they were out here, I went ahead and sprayed them. I'm still concerned about why. I mean, it's leafing back out, but something was eating the leaves. Anyway, I did a little solution I saw on YouTube. It's like a water mixed with a tablespoon of soap mixed with a tablespoon of vegetable oil, and I guess it coats them and maybe suffocates spider mites. I did see on the fig tree, which is right over here, that it had a little webbing on it. So I don't know if it's spider mites or something else, but while I was outside I figured I'd spray it. And then I'm debating, we're going to get rain all day tomorrow. I was going to bring the citrus trees back in, but I think at this point I'm going to let them get rained on. I mean, I don't have a rainwater catchment system set up for the greenhouse yet. What I did plumbing wise is the first start of it. I can put a tank on the other side of the greenhouse and connect it to the pipe there, so I have rainwater in here. But anyway, I figure I'll let the citrus trees get some rainwater tomorrow because it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow, and then bring them in. The only bad thing is that makes it heavier, but I think it'll be good for the plants. Anyway, the floor project is going back to it. It's pretty awesome. I mean, we'll keep going on it, but at this point, with these steps, I can plant a whole lot of plants right now, and I can work around it to do the bottom deck to get it finished up. Anyway, just want to give you an update. This may be the most exciting one to me because the flooring means I can have plants and lots of them. Anyway, you guys have a great day.